Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The 106th regular session of the Ladies Sangguniang Bayan of the Española now called to order. We have to do register for our national natin.
Manalangin tayo. Panginoong Diyos, itinataas namin ang iyong pangalan. Pinapupurihan at pinasasalamatan ka namin sa lahat ng iyong mga ginawa at pagpapala. Salamat sa panibagong araw na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. At sa oras na ito, na kami ay muling nag-ipon. Gabayanin niyo po kami sa aming mga gawain.
The Honorable Members of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan, the Honorable Sarmain, Chua, Jorda, Yatungay Jr., Bernardo, Salibol, Tixon, Galan, and Reyes, 10 council members are in attendance.
So we have reading and consideration of the previous minutes. The 105th regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan.
For your consideration and approval, the minutes of the 105th regular session of the 11th Sangguniang Bayan of Sofronio Española, held on February 17, 2025, at the session hall of the Sangguniang Bayan, Sofronio Española, Palawan. This was attended by the majority of the Sangguniang Bayan members. The presiding officer called the session to order at 9:40 in the morning. The secretary then called the roll after the prayer and the singing of the national anthem. During the first roll call, only 4 councilors were in attendance, thus the declaration of recess to wait for other council members to appear. A 30-minute recess was declared by the presiding officer at 10:44 in the morning. Upon resumption, the presiding officer proceeded with roll call and consideration of the minutes of previous session. Upon arrival of Councilor Arnold A. Galan at 10:06 in the morning and Councilor Diosdado A. Dingson at 10:34, the presiding officer declared the presence of a quorum to transact official business.
Okay, any comment, correction regarding this minutes of the previous session held on February 17, 2025? Okay. Please, kagawad online,
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to approve the minutes of the regular session of 11 Sangguniang Española held on February 17 in the session hall of Sangguniang Bayan, Sofronio Española, Palawan. Year update.
Okay, kasi no, that's complete. No objection. Kailan, the 105th regular session of the Ladies Sangguniang Bayan of Sofronio Española held on February 17, 2025 is to be approved. We believe some question now. Mr. Lachua, you have a
Magandang umaga sa lahat. Yung tungkol po ito sa yung utang ng ating munisipyo doon kay Ma'am Frondoso. Kasi akala ko nga, nabayaran na yun, yung 400,000. Kanina nung nagbili ako doon binili ako, nagkwento sa akin si Ma'am Frondoso na yung utang pala may natira pang 200,000. 2023 pa po yun, magdadalawang taon na, hindi pa po pala nabayaran. Ang reklamo niya nga ay yung pera daw tinutubuan niya raw yung sa lending. So, ito nga yung ating munisipyo, imbis na makatulong sa ating negosyante, lalo pang diniin yung negosyante para maghirap. Kasi pinuputsintuhan yun yung 200,000 na yun. So hanggang ngayon pala magdadalawang taon na hindi pa yun nabayaran. So kawawa naman silang produso. Alam po ninyo, nagapinto sa akin ng produso, nagaluha-luha siya, parang awa ako. Kasi yan na lang din daw yung inaasahan nila hindi pa binayaran. So, at saka pag mag-utos daw niya sa anak niya doon sa aking manugang, magpunta dyan sa Maningil, parang binabaliwala lang daw. So, anong klaseng na, siyempre, yung sana ay obligasyon nila sa tao, bakit hindi nila binabayaran? Yan lang po. Maraming salamat.
Okay, so siguro sa Committee on Finance, kung may supplemental budget at kung gusto pa natin mabayaran yun, dapat sama natin. Mabayaran na yung
kawawa din kasi kawawa talaga.
Committee on Finance, sa yan, sa pagkain.
Sino ba nag-utang?
Yun sa...
Yung sa palarong paano yata yun? Baragatan rin, 2 taon na.
Si
Kayago yata.
Yan.
Sabihan ko lang po.
Pag nagsingilin doon, pawala lang daw eh.
Kung may supplemental budget tayo, dapat i-priority naman natin yun. Okay? Pero pa? Wala na? So, kung wala na, first reading of the General Purpose Measures in Communication. Number 1. Ilan siguro tayo?
Veto message from the Municipal Mayor. The Honorable Abner Rafael Tesorio for the Municipal Resolution number 2025-318 granting the request of Barangay Irarayco 3 days Pintakasi on March 2021 to 2025.
Okay, dismissal refer to Committee on Ways and Means.
To Committee on Ways and Means.
Bato.
Veto message from the Municipal Mayor, Honorable Abner Rafael Tesorio for Municipal Resolution number 2025-319 granting the request of Barangay Panitian to hold 3 days Pintakasi on March 5, 6, and 7 and Tingkang Derby on March 8, 2025.
Dismissal refer to Committee on Ways and Means.
To Committee on Ways and Means.
Number 3.
Communication from Mr. Raimundo R. Dubduban, Campaign Manager, requesting to pass a resolution endorsing a one-day Pintakasi on March 15, 2025 to be held at Red Phoenix, Kapitaran at Agbabalatulan Shores in Nueva Española, Palawan.
Okay, again, dismissal refer to Committee on Ways and Means.
To Committee on Ways and Means.
Number 4.
Proposed ordinance directing adherence to the guidelines on the payment of communication expenses of certain government personnel in the local government of Sopron, Nueva Española. Authored by Councilors Jonathan T. Chua, Arsanique Bernardo, Diosdado A. Tingsuan, and Arnold A. Dalla.
Dismissal refer to Committee on Finance.
To Committee on Finance.
Number 5.
Forwarded copy of Annual Budget Fiscal Year 2025 of Barangay Labog, Sopron, Nueva Española, Palawan for appropriate review.
Dismissal again refer to Committee on Finance.
To Committee on Finance.
Number 6, letter A.
Communication from the Municipal Mayor of Rafael Tesorio requesting for legislative action on the passage of a resolution authorizing him to enter into memorandum of agreement between the Department of Social Welfare and Development Field Office 4, Mimaropa, for the effective and efficient provision of the social welfare services, program and projects on child and youth welfare, family and community welfare, women's welfare, welfare of the elderly and disabled persons, community-based rehabilitation programs for vagrants, beggars, street children, scavengers, juvenile delinquents, and victims of drug abuse, livelihood and other pro-poor projects, nutrition services, and family planning services in the municipality of Sopron, Nueva Española.
Dismissal refer to Committee on Health and Social Services.
To Committee on Health and Social Services.
Letter B.
Passage of resolution authorizing the Honorable Abner Rafael Tesorio to enter into memorandum of agreement with Mimarom ESWD Mimaropa for the implementation of crisis intervention through the assistance to individuals and families in crisis situation its program in the municipality of San Juan West Banyalan, Palawan.
Okay, dismissal again. Refer to Committee on Health and Social Services.
Refer to Health and Social Services.
Number 7.
Communication from Mrs. Mary Grace De La Torre, Social Welfare Officer 1, duly noted by the Honorable Abnera Pailen Tesorio, Municipal Mayor, requesting for rectification of Resolution Number 2025-316 for inclusion of milk feeding subsequent to the change of the document to be signed in the Memorandum of Agreement.
Dismissal again. Refer to Committee on Health and Social Services.
To Committee on Health and Social Services.
Number 8.
Communication from Mrs. Margie G. Onjong, that's Onjong, Board Secretary 4, informing Sangguniang Bayan of Socon West Española that the Municipal Ordinance Number 303, Series of 2024, entitled An Ordinance Creating the Position of Mechanic 2, Salary Grade 6, Bookbinder 3, Salary Grade 7, and 2 Engineer 2 positions, Salary Grade 16, under the Office of the Municipal Engineer, was approved during the 130th regular session of the 44th Sangguniang Panlalawigan on February 18, 2025, with an attached comment and recommendation from Provincial Human Resource Management Office to rectify position titles.
Dismissal refer to Committee on Ways and Means.
Committee on Ways and Means.
Number 9.
Proposed adoption of the rules and regulations for the grant of medical allowance to civilian government personnel provided in Budget Circular number 2024-6 of the Department of Budget and Management, DBM. This is, we would like to stand to be corrected, offered by Councilors Diosdado A. Tingson, Arnold A. Galan, Arsani P. Bernardo, and Don Fanti Chua, as requested.
Dismissal refer to Committee on Finance and Health.
Kindly refer to Committee on Finance and Health.
Committee report, number 1. Committee report, number 2025-11, Committee on Environment and Water Resources.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. Committee report number 2025-11, submitted by Committee on Environment and National Resources Protection and Solid Waste Management. Subject communication from Ms. Nerissa N. Tesorio, requesting to endorse the renewal of application for commercial sand and gravel permit for her business operation located at Purok, Palungsilang Pulot Center, Socon, Española. For the presiding officer, the committee referred to consider the subject measure had already done the same and would like to report its finding and recommendation with the following premises to it. Number 1, that resolution number 25-02 of Barangay Pulot Center endorsed the application of Mrs. Nerissa N. Tesorio for commercial sand gravel permit at Pulot Center. Number 2, that the applicant forwarded necessary documents to the Sangguniang Bayan to support her application for renewal of permit for operation. Number 3, that the concerned committee has conducted ocular inspection for a validation to check the veracity presented documents. Number 4, that the quarry operation gave additional revenue income to it and LGU. Number 5, that the request is willing to pay the corresponding tax due to the government. Finding and recommendation, the committee therefore recommends that the said request be approved through a resolution entitled endorsing the application for Mrs. Nerissa N. Tesorio to operate commercial sand and gravel permit located at Purok, Balungsilang Pulot Center, Socon, Española, to be calendar for second reading in this particular session. Prepared yours truly, concurred by Honorable Johan Armain, Vice Chairman, Honorable Michael Jordan, Honorable Nina Sable, Member.
May pa, committee report. Number 25-79.
Mr. President.
Yes, kagawad ba galat?
Thank you po, Mr. President. Masyadong mabilis, Mr. President, kasi
Kakakalendar lang nung nakarang Lunes at mayroon ng committee report. Kaya Mr. Presiding, nakalagay po kasi dito, item number 3 sa committee report, that the concerned committee has conducted ocular inspection for validation to check the veracity of presented documents. So, Mr. Presiding, ako naman, hindi naman ako naniniwala na nagkantak po talaga ito na ocular inspection to the site. Then, Mr. Presiding, dito po sa title, Mr. Presiding, makikita po natin na ang applicant is Madam Nerissa Tesorio. Kung titignan po natin, Mr. Presiding, nandun po yung conflict of interest kasi nanay po siya nung mayor. So, yun po nakikita kung medyo na-contain problema, Mr. Presiding. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. Roger Torres?
Okay. Sagutin ko lang yung una, Mr. Presiding. Yung how sure na hindi kami nagpunta at hindi na-inspection. 2 beses po, may picture po dyan. Pumunta po kami doon. At saka yung pangalawa, hindi po sinasabi sa batas na kapag may posisyon tayo, bawal tayo maghanap buhay. Si Mayor Paputilla, siya mismo, maraming hanap buhay. Di ba po? At ito po, yung permit po na ito is existing na po. Matagal na, hindi pa siya Mayor Abs. Nag-ooperate na po ito. At siya di ba sinabi ko po dito sa atin, basta na-comply lahat ng requirements, wala po tayong pinipili. Magiging one-sided po tayo pag hindi natin ito aprobahan. Kasi sa totoo lang po, sabi ko kay ma'am nung unang ginawan, sabi ko bigyan mo kami ng tag-iisang copy. Saan yung mga kopya kagawad ng requirements? Kasi ayaw ko nang nandoon na tayo, hindi kompleto ang requirements. So na-comply, hininga namin natin ng kopya, na-comply lahat ng requirements. So, bakit hindi po natin pagbigyan? Natural po, mag-negosyo po talaga yung mga tao.
So, meron ba ni Bantan?
Na rin po sana yung sasabihin ko, Mr. Presiding, dahil noon pa po ito, wala naman pong reklamo, wala naman ng mga nag-against, lahat naman ng mga requirements na andyan naman. So, yung tungkol kay, katulad ng sinabi ni Kagawad, Katumbay po, doon pa po ito na hindi pa po mayor, si Mayor Tesorio, ano na po ito, commercial gravel and sand na po nila ito.
Okay, so, Kagawad Galan, hindi pa na.
So, yun na nga po, Mr. Presiding. Noon po, nang hindi po mayor si Mayor, wala po tayo problema. So, may mayor na po siya. Kasi kagaya din po yan, Mr. Presiding, may nangyari po yan sa Cavite. Yung mayor ay yung kuya. Tapos, ang may-ari ng sabungan ay kapatid. So, nagkaroon po ng problema yung Mr. Presiding. So, ito po ang titingnan po natin dito na isa po sa magiging grounds po natin, yung conflict of interest na sinasabi. So, thank you po, Mr. Presiding. Yung hanap buhay, Mr. Presiding, iba po yun sa sugal, hawak po. Yung hanap buhay po, kahit sino po sa atin, pwede tayo mag-do. Basta makapag-comply po tayo ng requirements na legit tayong maghanap buhay, open po tayo dahil democracy po tayo. Yung conflict of interest po, kapag ikaw mismo siyempre magpupurso ng sarili mo, ikaw mismo na hindi mo dinaan lahat sa yun yung conflict of interest na tinitingnan po natin. Pero kapag dumaan naman po, kahit na marami pa pong dadaanan ito ulit kahit na sabihin pa natin renewal po ito, dadaan pa ito sa pag-meeting ng lahat ng mga ahensya. So, marami pa pong dadaanan. So, Mr. Presiding, ulitin ko lang po, existing po ito. Siyempre, hanap buhay na rin po talaga ito nila matagal na. So, wala po ako nakikita ng po doon, conflict of interest.
Siguro ang pinasabi na isa tinatagi ko siya, yung tungkol sa total disclosure of your business interest na nakalagay ko sa, hindi ako magkamali sa Local Government Code of 1991, nakalagay ko doon. Yan po ay kung yung let's say gravel and sand ay ipapasok po natin sa gobyerno. Pero kung private to private po, wala po doon ako nakikita. Hindi ho tatamaan ng batas na yon na total disclosure of your business interest sa private individual po. Let's say si Ma'am Nerissa ay binenta niya doon sa kay Ma'am Secretary. Wala akong problema doon. Kasi hindi naman ho pera ng gobyerno, Mr. Presiding, ang ginamit. Binibenta niya po sa private individual. Sana ho maging malinaw po sa atin. Pero siguro kung ibenta niya sa gobyerno, may problema doon. Yun lang ang pagkaalam ko, Mr. Presiding, na particular na batas na yun. Dahil naitanong din natin sa seminar yun, Mr. Presiding. Thank you so much.
Karagdagan ko lang, Mr. Presiding. Sorry po. Karagdagan ko lang, Mr. Presiding. Ulitin ko po yung mga sinasabi ko nung unang ano. May mga application dati na may mga nag-endorse ng mga pangalan. Basta ang sinasabi lang po natin lagi, makomply mo lahat ng requirements at mapasa dito sa Sangguniang Bayan. Wala pong problema yan. Wala tayong pipiliin kahit na sino bang sa gustong mga nabuhay at legit ang kanilang permit. Yun lang po, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Okay, so meron pang ibang version. ABC?
Thank you very much po, Mr. President. Ako po, kami sa barangay namin, hindi na po namin pinapatagal yung endorsement ng barangay kapag lahat ng document na hinahanap namin is na-comply. Meron ng taga-Pulot Center before yung mga nakaraang taon na sabi, bakit ang dami-dami yung ini-endorse na aplikante sa gravel and sand permit. So, ang rason ko nga sa kanila, wala kaming dahilan para ipinding or hindi endorse kasi complied naman nila yung requirements na hinihingi namin. Tulad na yun dyan sa may hanging bridge. Ang dami pong nag-oppose kasi nasa taas lang daw siya ng hanging bridge. At I think 500 meters to 1,000 meters ang distance. So ang sagot ko po doon sa kanila, may mga ibang ahensya pa po na pwedeng sumala na mas ang dunong ay higit ahit kaysa sa amin. So yun yung magdi-declare na ay hindi ito pwede, dapat ito hindi ma-approve. So ako, kung lahat naman ng pertinent documents na hinahanap ay nandyan na, so siguro there's no reason behind na hindi siya ma-endorse. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Okay, so meron pang iba?
Mr. Presiding. Actually, Mr. Presiding, kung di ako binigyan ng mga papel, kung di kami binigyan ng mga papel na lumabas niyan, hindi po talaga. Kaya po, ito tumagal dahil hiningi pa natin yung papel. Hiningi namin ni Kagawad-Johan mo na yung papel para wala tayong, sabi ko nga, sa lahat ng mga aplikante na dapat kapag nagsuwan po tayo, tuloy, madami yung mga papel nyo, nakakomplito na. Kinumpare namin nakaraan yung kay yung doon din sa Pulot Interior na nagwan sa kayong kay Ma'am Nerissa, may kulang pa siya. Yun, pinadagdag namin, kaya medyo natagalan po yan. So, nakomplito na po nila, Mr. Presiding. Tayo na po mag-decision dito. Thank you po.
Okay, so Kagawad-Janan, satisfied kayo na doon sa kanyang paliwanag? Meron pa, okay.
Salamat siguro.
Okay na? Kagawad-Janan, okay na? Kasi na-comply naman lahat. Ibig sabihin, wala nang dahilan na hindi pa endorse. Okay?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I move Committee Report number 2025-11. Subject communication from Ms. Nerissa and Tesorio requesting endorse the renewal of application for commercial sand and gravel permit for her business operation located at Purok Bagong Silang, Pulot Center sa Province Manila, be adopted.
Okay, that's the rule. Committee Report number 2025-11 is approved. Number 2, Committee Report number 2025-79. Committee on Attendance.
Good morning po. Committee Report number 2025-79 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement. Subject: consideration of request to operate and hold Naked Hill Cockfight Tampur of Barangay Pulot Interior. For the presiding officer, The Committee on Ways and Means, Games and Amusements to which above stated measure was referred to had already considered the same those would like to present its findings and recommendation with the following premises to it. Number 1, that Barangay Pulot Interior through Resolution Number 3 Series of 2025 requested to be allowed to hold negative cockfighting tampo in its area. Number 2, that Sitio Singkap, Barangay Pulot Interior intends to hold tampo every Saturday of the week. Number 3, that subject activity is a cultural practice, tradition that must be preserved since it brings people together and fosters sense of oneness. Number 4, that such practice is allowed provided permit for the operation has been secured. Number 5, that cockfighting of any form is regulated by Municipal Ordinance Number 2020-195, which permits the operation of the same given the cultural practices in the municipality. Findings and recommendation. In consideration of the foregoing, the committee is in opinion that approval of the request will not be violative of any existing law or ordinance. Now, therefore, the committee recommends for the approval of the request of Barangay Pulot Interior to hold and operate tampo every Saturday of the week to be calendar for second reading in the next regular session. Referred by yours truly, Chairman Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements, Concurred Honorable Juhat, appoint a Kay Jr. Juhat ay Hamay.
Okay, any comment regarding this committee report number 2025-79? Wala. Okay, can you move?
Thank you po. I move Committee Report number 2025-79 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement, subject consideration of request to operate and hold naked hail cockfighting tampo of Barangay Pulot Interior be adopted.
Question no, committee report number 2025-79 is approved for adoption. Next, committee report number 2025-80, Committee on Ways and Means.
Committee Report number 2025-80 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement, subject consideration of request to operate and hold naked hail cockfighting tampo of Barangay Pulot. For the presiding officer, the Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements to which above stated mission was referred to had already considered the same those would like to present its findings and recommendation with the following premises to it. Number 1, that Barangay Pulot through Resolution number 05 Series of 2025 requested to be allowed to hold naked hail cockfighting tampo in its area. Number 2, that Barangay Pulot intends to hold tampo every Sunday of the week to be managed by Mr. Andin Vicente. Number 3, that subject activity is a cultural practice, tradition that must be preserved since it brings people together and fosters sense of oneness. Number 4, that such practice is allowed provided permit for the operation has been secured. Number 5, that cockfighting of any form is regulated by Municipal Ordinance Number 2020-195, which permits the operation of the same given that its cultural practice in the municipality. Now, findings and recommendation. In consideration of the foregoing, the committee is in opinion that approval of the request will not be violative of any existing law or ordinance. Now, therefore, the committee recommends for the approval of the request of Barangay Pulot to hold and operate tampo every Saturday to be calendar for the second reading in the next regular session. Referred by yours truly, Chairman Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements, Concur Honorable Frederick Kay Jr. and Honorable Juhat ay Hamay. Members.
Any comment regarding this committee report number 2025-80? Wala. Okay, can you move?
I move Committee Report number 2025-80 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement, subject consideration of request to operate in hold naked hail cockfight tampo of Barangay Pulot be adopted.
Okay, question note, committee report number 2025-80 is approved for adoption. Next, committee report number 2025-81, Committee on Ways and Means.
Committee Report number 2025-81 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement, subject request for attachment of Mr. Rosario P. Aga for the renewal of his application to operate and hold naked hail cockfight tampo at Purok Bagong Silang, Barangay Pulot Center. The presiding officer, the Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements, which of the above stated measure was referred to, had already considered the same those would like to present its findings and recommendation with the following premises to it. Number 1, that Barangay Pulot Center through Resolution Number 4, Series of 2025, requested to endorse the renewal of application to hold Naked Hill cockfighting tampo in each area. Number 2, that Purok Bagong Silang Barangay Pulot Center intends to hold tampo every Sunday of the week to be managed by Mr. Rosario P. Aga. Number 3, that subject activity is a cultural practice, tradition that must be preserved since it brings people together and fosters sense of oneness. Number 4, that such practice is allowed provided permit for the operation has been secured. Number 5, that cockfighting of any form is regulated by Municipal Ordinance Number 2020-195, which permits of the operation of the same given that it's cultural practice in the municipality. Findings and recommendation. In consideration of the foregoing, the committee is in opinion that the approval of the request will not be violative of any existing law or ordinance. Now therefore, the committee recommends for the approval of the request of Barangay Purok Bagong Silang Barangay Pulot Center to hold up and operate tampo every Sunday to be calendared for the second reading in the next regular session. Referred by yours truly, Chairman Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements. Concurred, Honorable Fred A. Gatungay Jr. and Honorable Juan I. my members.
Any comment regarding this report number 2025-81? We can move.
I move Committee Report number 2025-81 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements. Subject request for endorsement of Mr. Rosario P. Aga for the renewal of his application to operate and hold Naked Hill Cockfight Tampo at Purok Bagong Silang Barangay Pulot Center be adopted.
It has been moved. Committee Report number 2025-81 is subject to the adoption. Next, Committee Report number 2025-82 is to
Committee Report number 2025-82 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements. Subject approval of the request for endorsement of Mr. Raimundo Dugduban, Cockpit Manager for the cockfighting events for the month of March 2025 at the Phoenix Cockpit Arena. For the presiding officer, the Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements, to which the above stated mission was referred to, had already considered the same. Those would like to present its findings and recommendation with the following premises to it. Number 1, that Mr. Raimundo Dugduban, Cockpit Manager for Cockpit Operations, sought endorsement for his cockfighting events, 3 Cock Derby on March 8, 14, and 28, 2025, and 4 Cock Derby on March 22, 2025 at Red Phoenix Cockpit Arena, Tagbabalat, Portsar, Sopuronyo, Española, Palawan. Number 2, that cockpit operation is regulated in the municipality by Municipal Ordinance Number 2020-195, which entitles franchisees to conduct regular cockfights every Sunday and a special cockfight not to exceed 5 times in a month, provided no tow permit shall be issued in the particular week. Number 3, that obtaining endorsement from the Sangguniang Bayan is a mandatory requirement prior to the event to ensure compliance with local rules and regulations. Findings and recommendation. Premises considered, the committee's opinion that the approval of the request will be in accordance with the local regulation for cockfighting provided permits are duly secured. Wherefore, premises considered, the committee recommends the approval of the request for endorsement of Mr. Raimundo Dugduban for the cockfighting events for the month of March 2025 to be calendared for the second reading in this particular session. Referred by yours truly, Chairman Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements. Concurred, Honorable Fred A. Gatungay Jr. and Honorable Juan I. my members.
Okay, any comment? Ayos, Kagawad Bernardo.
Sir President, thank you. Hindi ma'am masyadong comment. Kasi nakalagay dito March 8, kung natandaan natin, may pito message si Mayor regarding na pinta kasi ng barangay panitian. Pag pinayagan din natin dito siya, kasi hindi pa natin aksyonan yung pinta kasi ng barangay panitian. Naka-first reading sa ngayon. Itong number 8, magko-conflict siya. Kasi 8 din yung parang derby ng panitian doon.
Ito na po yun. Yung kasi yung derby nila, dito na nagaganapin. Ito na po yun yung March 8. Ito na po yung derby ng panitian. Wala pong derby sa dito kasi ganapin yung derby ng panitian sana sa Red Phoenix, kaya po nasama na yung March 8.
Okay, so yung derby ng panitian, ito na siya.
Hindi ba pwede magpa-derby sa barangay?
Hindi po.
Wala naman sa batas na hindi sila pwedeng magpa-derby. As long pinayagan natin sila na magkaroon ng special permit, malinaw po sa ordinance natin, wala po nakalagay na hindi natin sila papayagan.
Dapat reviewin natin yung ordinansa.
Malinaw po dito, special permit. Yung derby kasi, napakalagay siya sa special permit. As long may concurrence yung Sangguniang Bayan at in-approve ni Mayor, pwede sila magpa-derby.
So, yun na rin po kasi yung magpapaderby ata dito rin talaga ginaganapin sa Red Phoenix po. Si Emil Lopez kasi ata yung may pasabong nito na kasi kay Eric Mutiano. Kaya dito rin sila talaga ganapin yung derby nila so presiding sa Red Phoenix.
Yes.
Kasi Mr. President, ang punto lang natin, income kasi para makadagdag sa kita ng barangay gastusin nila sa kanilang papesta. Bakit hindi natin pa-held doon sa kanila para buo na? Kasi sa tingin ko, pag dito pa, baka magkaroon pa sila ng percentage. Doon, kung doon na sa kanila ginanap, kanila na talaga yung buong income ng kanilang pintakasi.
Parang ganito na naging practice eh. Once na derby, dito na hiniheld, hindi na sa barangay.
Depende na lang po yun kung papayagan sila ng Cackers.
Hindi po, tayo po ang magpapayag kung papayag yung Sangguniang, kung kores ng Sangguniang, kasi special permit, kung kores ng Sangguniang Bayan, pag naproban ni Mayor, kasi po, malinaw po sa ordinance natin. Hindi po yung Cackers yung mag-decision. Kung titingnan nga po natin yung Cackers, bakit kumukuha katulad dito sila ng special permit? Dahil kung kores natin, dapat sila Sunday lang at saka legal holidays. Yan lang talaga malinaw sa ordinansa. Kaya nga, di ba, pinapayagan natin sila, nagre-request sila sa atin. Kung papayagan, kasi di Sangguniang taga-regulate tayo ng pasabong. Kasi dapat hindi nga sila dito makakuha sa atin ng special permit eh. Kasi Sunday at saka legal holidays, kanila na talaga po yan. Kaya sila kumukuha dahil kailangan nila ng concurrence ng Sangguniang Bayan. Pag hindi po natin pinayagan, sila ang masunod, hindi natin pinayagan yung barangay, magkaroon pa ng porsyento yung Cackers dito sa kita ng barangay.
Siguro arrangement na nila ng barangay.
Yung Bito kasi, siguro unahin muna natin mga kagaway Bito, unahin muna natin yung Bito ni Mayor kung ano bang kainatnan yun. Kung talagang hindi natin ma-override, no choice tayo, aprubahan po natin. So, pauli lang siguro natin itong may aprubahan.
Opo, Mr. Presiding.
Okay.
Sige po. Mr. Presiding, approve ko na lang po muna yung committee bago iuna natin naman yung I move committee report number 2025-82 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement, subject approval of the request for endorsement of Mr. Raimundo Dugtuban, cockpit manager for the cockfighting events on the month of March 2025 at Red Phoenix and Pet Arena be adopted.
Ito si Mom, Committee Report number 2025, dito sa approve for adoption. Next, Committee Report number 2025-83, Committee on Means.
Committee report number 2025-83 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements, subject request for approval of the 3 days Pentakasi on March 12 to 14, 2025, communicated by the Barangay Council of Punang. For the presiding officer, the Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusement, to which the above stated mission was referred to, had already considered the same. Those would like to present its findings and recommendation with the following premises to it. Number 1, that Barangay Punang will be celebrating its founding anniversary, and among the activity to be held is 3 days Pentakasi. Number 2, that responsive to the guidelines set for the conduct of cockfights reflected in the municipal ordinance number 2020-195, the council conveyed the request for endorsement through resolution number 13, series of 2025, approved on January 20, 2025 during its 26th regular session. Number 3, that the proceeds from the event shall be used to generate and fund to provide financial support for other program and activities. Number 4, that barangay are entitled to hold 2 cockfighting events in a year, ordinance number 2020-195. This is the first event requested by Barangay Punang. findings and recommendation. Foregoing considered, the committee finds that the event was for a good cause and is within the confines of the local ordinance regulating cockpit operation. Wherefore, the committee recommends the approval of the request of Barangay Council of Punang for endorsement of its cockfighting events in March 2025 to be considered for second reading in this particular session. Prepared by yours truly, Chairman Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements, concurred, Honorable Fred A. Gatongkay Jr., member, and Honorable Joan I. Hamain, member.
Any comment regarding this committee report number 2025, the CT3? Okay, so move.
I move committee report number 2025-83 submitted by Committee on Ways and Means and Games and Amusements, subject request for approval of the 3-day Pintakasi on March 12 to 14, 2025, communicated by the Barangay Council of Punang.
Okay, it has been moved. Committee report number 2025, the CT3 is approved for adoption. Next, committee report number 2025, the 55, the Committee of Public Works, Transportation and Communication.
Committee report number 2025-25, submitted by Committee on Public Works, Transportation and Communication in Disaster Risk Management, subject consideration of the request for endorsement for the project of Department of Public Works and Highway DPWH along the South Road in the municipality. For the presiding officer, the committee to which the above measure was referred to had already done the same, thus would like to present its finding and recommendation with the following justification to it. Number 1, that the Municipal Mayor, Honorable Abner Rafael N. Pisorio, communicate a request to the Sangguniang Bayan to pass a resolution endorsing the project of Department of Public Works and Highway for the southern traversing the municipalities areas of jurisdiction. Number 2, that the following are the proposed project of the DPWH. Letter A, preventive maintenance, secondary road, Puerto Princesa, South Road, K0128 plus 211 K0129 8236, K0130 plus 00 K130 K130 200, K0133 plus 250, K133 070. Letter B, preventive maintenance, secondary road, Puerto Princesa Road, South Road, K0140 plus 245, K142 plus 497. Number 3, that the request resolution is in the preparation for application of environmental compliance certificate of the non-corporates from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Environment Management Bureau. Number 4, that the committee has no objection, supported the request for endorsement. Findings and recommendation. Premises considered, the committee finds that the request measure is exigently needed. Wherefore, the committee recommend to approve the same through a resolution to be the calendar for the second reading in this particular session, prepared by yours truly, Chairman Committee of Public Works, Transportation and Communication, Concord, Honorable Asani K. Leonardo, Co-Chairman, Honorable Jonathan T. Chua, Member, Honorable Gustavo A. Tingson, Member.
Any comment regarding this committee report number 2025-5? Okay,
So I move the committee report number 2025-55 submitted by Committee of Public Works, Transportation and Communication to be adopted.
It has been moved. Committee report number 2025-25 is approved for adoption. Calendar of business. Unassigned business from previous discussion, from previous issue, both months. Business for the day, second reading. Number 1, resolution number 2025-323, approving supplemental budget of 01 of 5/1/2024 Barangay Labit, Western Palawan.
Present.
Okay, you want to proceed?
Draft resolution number -2021-323, approving the supplemental budget number 02, fiscal year 2024, of Barangay Labog, sa Province Panyola, Palawan, sponsored by yours truly, whereas presented for review and approval of Sangguniang Bayan is the supplemental budget number 02, fiscal year 2024 of Barangay Labog, which is authorized through appropriation ordinance number 19 CY 2024, resolved to be adopted through resolution number 1920 passed by the Barangay Council of July 15, 2024. Whereas subject budget reflects adherence and compliance to all budgetary requirements provided for all the pertinent provision of Public Act 7160 and their existing budgetary policies, rules and regulations issued to the Department of Budget and Management, DBM, must be reviewed. Whereas the review letter of the Municipal Budget Officer reflects recommendation for its approval, subject to adherence to conditions stipulated therein. Whereas Section 333 of the Local Government Code directs that copies of approved appropriation ordinance shall be forwarded to the Sangguniang Bayan for review to the Municipal Budget Officer 10 days after approval October 31, 2024. Whereas, upon thorough consideration, this august body has decided to approve the supplemental budget and adopt the review letter forwarded to the Municipal Budget Officer. Now, therefore, motion of yours truly duly seconded by Councilor Blanc be it resolved at this by result to approve the supplemental budget number 02, fiscal year 2024, Barangay Labog, Province Panyola, involving the amount of 1,290,053 and 96 centavos. Resolved further that this comments recommendation of the Municipal Budget Officer reflected in the review letter shall form critical part of the appropriation ordinance and condition communicated therein be strictly compliant with the Secretary of Barangay be advised to adhere to the number of days it must be submitted to the Sangguniang MBO. Resolved finally the copy of this resolution be furnished to the Barangay Council of Labog, Office of Municipal Mayor, Office of Municipal Accountant, Office of Municipal Budget Officer, and all other concerned for the information reference and approval.
Okay, so any comment? Regarding sa draft resolution number 25-323, correction, amendment. Wala.
Thank you, Mr. Masari. Draft resolution number 25-323, approving the supplemental budget number 02, fiscal year 2024, Barangay Labog, so Province Panyola, Palawan, responsible by yours truly be adopted.
Because no secondary, no objection. Then none. Draft resolution number 2025-323 is approved for adoption. Number two, draft resolution number 2025-324, approving the supplemental budget number 1, required equipment for Barangay Kulot Interiors from Panyola, Palawan. Okay.
Draft resolution number 2025-324, approving the supplemental budget number 01, fiscal year 2024, of Barangay Kulot Interiors sa Province Panyola, Palawan, is sponsored by yours truly, whereas presented for the review and approval of Sangguniang Bayan is the supplemental budget number 01, fiscal year 2024, of Barangay Kulot Interior, which was authorized through appropriation ordinance number 01, fiscal year 2024, resolved to adopt through resolution number 41-2024 passed by the Barangay Council on November 8, 2024. Whereas the subject budget reflects adherence and compliance of all budgetary requirements provided for in all other pertinent provisions of Public Act 7160 and the other existing budgetary policies, rules, and regulations issued by the Department of Budget Management as reviewed. Whereas the review letter of the Municipal Budget Officer reflects the condition for its approval, subject to adherence to communications as stipulated therein. Whereas Section 33 of the Local Government Code directs that copies of the approved appropriation ordinance shall be forwarded to the Sangguniang Bayan to review through the Municipal Budget Officer 10 days after its approval, but subject supplemental budget was only submitted on January 2025. Whereas upon thorough recommendation, this August body has decided to approve the supplemental budget and adopt the review letter forwarded to the Municipal Budget Officer. Now, therefore, motion of yours duly seconded by the Councilor Blanc be it Resolved as a result to approve the supplemental budget number 01, fiscal year 2024 Barangay Pulot Interior, Sopronio, Hispaniola, Palawan, involving the amount of 1,743,701 pesos and 27 centavos. Resolved further that the comments or recommendation of Municipal Budget Officer reflected in the review letter shall permanent integral part of the proposition ordinance, conditions communicated therein be strictly complied with the Secretary of Barangay be advised to adhere to the number of the days, and it must be submitted to the Sangguniang Bayan through the MBO. Resolved finally this copies of the resolution be furnished to the Barangay Council of Pulot Interior, Office of the Municipal Mayor, Office of the Municipal Accountant, Office of the Municipal Budget Officer, and all other concerned for the commission, reference, and appropriate action.
Any comment, correction regarding this draft resolution number 2025-324? Wala?
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. And draft resolution number, I move to draft resolution number 2024-324, approving the supplemental budget number 01, fiscal year 2024, Barangay Pulot Interior, Sopronio, Hispaniola, Palawan, be adopted.
25 ano, wala ba? Hindi 24. 25.
Sir, Mr. Presiding.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection? Hearing none. Draft resolution number 2025-324 is approved. Next, resolution number 2025-325. Approving ng Binayang Kabataan annual budget Department 2025 at Caribbean West Manila. Yes, Lord.
Draft resolution number 2025-325, approving the Sangguniang Kabataan annual budget fiscal year 2025 Barangay Paritian, Sopronio, Hispaniola, Palawan, sponsored by yours truly, whereas presented for review and approval of the Sangguniang Bayan is the Sangguniang Kabataan annual budget fiscal year 2025 of Barangay Paritian, duly authorized by the subject council through the resolution number 2024-04. Whereas the subject budget adherence and compliance to all budgetary requirements provided for all of the pertinent provisions of the Republic Act 7160 and the other existing budgetary policies, rules, and regulations issued by the Department of Budget and Management, DBM, as reviewed. Whereas the review letter of the Municipal Budget Officer reflects recommendation for its approval subject to adherence to conditions stipulated therein. Whereas upon thorough consideration, this August body has decided to approve the Sangguniang Kabataan annual budget and adopt the review letter forwarded to the Municipal Budget Officer. Now therefore motion of yours truly duly seconded by Councilor Blanc be it resolved at by resolved to approve the Sangguniang Kabataan budget annual budget fiscal year 2025 Barangay Paritian, Sopronio, Hispaniola, involving the amount of 929,544 pesos. Resolved further that this comments, recommendation, and the municipal budget officer reflected in the review letter shall form an integral part of enabling enactment of the council and conditions communicated therein be strictly complied with. Resolved finally that copies of this resolution should be furnished the Municipal Council of Paritian, Office of the Municipal Mayor, Office of the Municipal Accountant, Office of the Municipal Budget Officer, and all other concerned for the information, reference, and appropriate action.
Any comment, correction regarding this draft? Yes, kagawa yun.
Thank you. Tanong ko lang kay Konsyel kung magkaiba ba yung annual budget ng Sangguniang Kabataan ng Paritian sa annual budget ng barangay?
Magkaiba po yun. 10% ng budget ng
So, hiwala yung pagpuprogram ng 10%.
Pagkaalam ko kasi, pag in-approve yung annual budget ng Barangay Paritian, ewan ko lang kung may bago na ngayon, kasama yung 10% doon. Hiwala yung 10% ng SK, yun yung iba-budget. Eh, pang sa atin, yung 5% GAD, 1% yun. Pero pag in-approve natin yung municipal budget, buo siya doon.
Hindi lang na-itimize siguro.
Oo, kasi pagkaalam ko yung annual budget ng Paritian, buo, yung 10%, yun yung sa SK. Bago i-itemize na nila.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. Nakahiwalay na po talaga sila, Mr. Presiding. May sarili na silang treasurer. At sila na mismo nag-withdraw ng kanilang ano. Pero pagdating doon sa budget ng barangay, nandoon din. Kaso lang, ang kinakumply po ito nila na pa-aprobahan din sa Sangguniang Bayan kasi nakahiwalay na po sila mag-withdraw ng sarili nila.
Yun na, lamsam siya. Tapos na itemize ngayon. Kaya pinabalik sa Sangguniang Bayan. SK mo na.
So, good morning po. Sa case po ni SK po ng hindi na rin naman po kailangan katulad po sa amin sa Pulot Center. Hindi na rin naman po siya obligate na idaan pa siya dito sa Sangguniang Bayan kasi included na po siya sa barangay fund po. So, 10% po doon na barangay fund is mapupunta po sa SK. So, baka po dito kay barangay Panitian, meron po kasi sa SK minsan po kailangan po namin sa mag-comply sa Bureau of Treasury na approve din po siya ng SB. Yun lang po ay kung kailangan lang po or hinihingi siya ng ano. So far naman po sa ibang barangay hindi naman po siya hinihingi. Baka po meron lang compliance si Panitian kaya hinihingihan siya ng approved budget na taxation niya po from SB. Yun lang po. Kasi kailangan siya pag-fidelity bond po.
Kasi kung sa ibang barangay, ganon, maring lahat, gano'n na yun.
Apo, pero kasi so far yung ibang barangay po is hindi pa rin po sila nakapag-open account. Kaya ako, kasi kailangan mauna talaga yung sa barangay before po yung sa SK. Ganun po yung case. Siguro nito.
Ibig sabihin, meron lang natin.
Thank you po, Mr. President. Noon talaga, hindi talaga sila totally required. Kasi once na-approve yung annual budget ng barangay, including na yung doon yung 10%, but hiningian sila ng barangay to break down the 10%, the amount of 10%. So pag na-approve yun, na-approve ng Sangguniang Bayan, parang nakasama na doon yung sa SK. But then, ngayon nga, hindi ko rin masyadong alam, pero parang nire-required sila para gaano ba at magkano yung babayaran nila doon sa fidelity bond dahil sila ay nire-required dahil hiwalay na nga po sila sa barangay budget. Kasi pag wala po silang breakdown, hindi alam ng Office of the Treasury kung magkano ba talaga yung amount na babayaran ng Treasurer at ng SK Chairman. So, hinihingi po yata sa kanya. Tuloy yung SK namin ay nilalakad nung nakarang linggo pa para mag-apply ng fidelity bond. Kasama po doon. Ang mahirap lang, hindi pa na-approve yung barangay budget ng barangay. At ang tingin namin, bakit masyadong mahaba yung pag-aaral ng budget at ng Sangguniang Bayan doon sa pagre-review. Nagpasa kami noong January, yung supplemental budget namin, ipinasa noong January. Yung pag-aaral ba hanggang ngayon bago pa lang masasalang sa Sangguniang Bayan? How long ba yung araw ng pagre-review? Sana po, iksian na lang muna yung araw ng pagre-review at doon sa mga budget. May mali ngayon, ibabalik. I-correct doon sa ikinurit nila. Pag ipinasa sa kanila, i-re-correct ulit, mayroon na namang mali. Sa amin, 3 beses na binalik dyan. Ngayon, pangatlo, di ko alam kung masasalang dito yung annual budget ng Barangay Pulot Interior.
Pag ganyan siguro, upuan na lang kasama na si budget para wala nang balik-balik.
Opo, siguro pag magkaroon sa setting ng seminars including local budget and finance, baka pwedeng i-raise out namin yun para yung magbilis-bilis naman kasi naging real active na budget kami. Kasi naipasa namin yung summit, pumasa ng December hanggang February, hindi pa rin siya na-approve. So, yun Mr. President sa SK. Inihiwalay na talaga, binibreakdown para kasama yun sa dadalhin nila doon para sa pag-apply ng fidelity bond kasi doon din nagbabase yung Office of the Treasury para kung magkano yung bayarin nila for that certain period for this year. Thank you po, Mr. President.
Okay, so yun, SK, mayroon pa?
Yun po sa case namin ng SK, kung mapapansin niyo po, yung SK Pulot Center is wala masyadong compliance since under pa rin po kami ng barangay namin kasi hindi po kami pwedeng makapag-fidelity bond if hindi po dumaan dito ng approval sa SK. Ganun po yung nangyari sa SK ng Pulot Center. Hindi po kami makapag-disburse ng aming activities and programs dahil po sa mahabang proseso po ng budgeting. That's why December na po nung na-approve kami ng Bureau of Treasury na pwede na kami makapag-withdraw. Pero sadly, hindi na kami makapag-implement po ng projects. Ano na lang po, activities na lang po na for December na lang po na implementation namin. And syempre yung sahod po ng Sangguniang Kabataan, doon din po nakasalalay. Kaya yun din po kung ano po yung pino-voice out ni ABC, isa rin po ako sa favor po doon sa kanyang compliance sa budget. Salamat po.
Okay, so kung gano'n, lahat ng barangay dadaan talaga doon. Once na nagkuha sila ng fidelity fund. Sagod, Bernardo, meron pa?
Yung SK kasi pagkaalam ko, wala siyang annual budget. Yung may annual budget, yung barangay. Yung sa SK, 10% lang. Pag-approve ng annual budget, yung 10% ng SK, i-program po nila yun ng council ng SK. Submit sa barangay, ito yung 10% na pupunta ng aming pera. Wala pong annual budget. Pagkaalam ko yung SK, 10% lang siya doon sa annual budget ng barangay. Ibig sabihin, pag na-approve natin yung annual budget ng barangay, nakaseparate po yung 10% ng SK doon. Yung GAD o kung ano po man dyan. Tapos i-breakdown na po nila yun. Doon po sa annual budget ng barangay, yun na po yung aprubahan natin na dito sa Sangguniang. Tapos yung sa SK, parang wala po ako natandaan na may annual budget yung SK. 10% na po talaga yung sa kanila.
Baka yung term ang nag-iba lang. Dinagdagan ng annual budget. Supposed to be 10% ang aprobahan natin.
Ang ibig kong sabihin, kung nakuha nila yung punto, pag na-approve natin yung barangay, approve na rin yung sa SK, tapos i-breakdown po nila yung kanilang 10%. Sasabit doon sa barangay, ito yung napuntahan naming 10%. Parang ganun, kasi pag inaprobahan natin yung annual budget ng Sangguniang Kabataan, wala pong direct galing nasyonal. Ito yung pondo na annual budget ng Sangguniang Kabataan. Only 10% from the annual budget of the Sangguniang Barangay.
Kaya nga, yung term na annual budget, sana makorek natin kung ano bang tama talagang terminology. Kasi, yung kagawa naman.
Annual budget, di ba? Annual, annual, taunang, budget. Pero naman po silang budget. 10% nga lang. Ano bang problema doon?
Yung 20% ng MDR, annual budget din nila yun.
Yes po, budget po nila yun.
Kaya nga,
Yes po.
5% lang yun. Pero hindi na ina-approve sa Sangguniang Bayan na annual budget nila yun. Kung hindi kasama sila sa kabuuan ng general budget ng pamahalang lokal.
5% annual budget, 10% annual budget. Pero budget pa rin po siya. Annual budget po nila. Yun po yun. SK, annual budget din nila. Kaya nga sila may annual budget. Kaya nga lang, 10% nga lang annual budget. Yung ano naman, sa barangay, kabuuhang budget, yung annual budget.
Siguro para hindi na masyado pagtalunan ito, mag-research kayo kung saan ba talagang tama dito. Okay?
Ang pinaka po kasi dito, ang nakalagay po is annual budget fiscal year 2025. So, siguro kung sa SK, hindi na siguro, kahit hindi na natin i-include yung, kahit parang attachment na lang siguro tong annual budget. Pero ang pinaka-inclusion po nito dapat is yung ABYIP ng SK. So, plan na po yun siya. Doon na po siya naka-indicate na po lahat kung saan po mapupunta yung fund ng ganito, para saan po yung 25% ng 10% galing sa barangay. ABYIP po, sana yung pina-aprubahan. Yun po. Indicate po, kasama po ng annual budget. Kasi,
ng barangay.
Opo, ng barangay. Kasi sa amin po, dyan sa budget, pinapasama na po to pag nagpasa yung barangay. Meron siyang sa SK na entity po yung ABYIP. ABYIP lang po siya. So, yung resolution na annual budget, sa body po yun siya ng SK mismo. SK Council po siya aprubahan. Yun po siya. Kasi yung annual budget namin yung annual budget ng barangay 10%, kasama na po doon. Yung annual budget ng barangay, yung 10% doon para po sa SK fund. Doon na po siya included.
Yun na nga, nag-ibang version eh.
Pero specified naman po ito, naka-specific naman. Iba po yung sa barangay, iba yung sa SK. So dito po sa binasa po, approving the Sangguniang Kabataan annual budget. So yun po yun. May mga bago ito, mga napasok ito. So yung bago na po siguro. So wala naman siguro problema rito kung aprubahan natin.
Dito ba sa resolution na to, naka-attach na dito yung breakdown ng 10% na wala?
Yan po sa secretary.
Yung secretary, kasama? Breakdown?
ABYI naka-attach po.
Jolan?
Yun pong pinag-uusapan namin sa society. Kasi kagaya po ng annual budget po ng munisipyo, hiwalay po yung pondo ng SK 10%. Yung sagat, sa 20%, sagat, meron din po yan, tapos 20% development fund. Ngayon, pag pina-approve po yun pag pina-approve po yan, aprubahan po ng buo yan. Pero naka-itemize po yung sa SK. Tapos, i-breakdown na po nila, isasama yun sa approval ng Sangguniang Bayan. Di ba?
Sana gano'n ang mangyari, no?
Ngayon, na-approve po sa Sangguniang Bayan, ipo-forward po natin sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Hindi naman po inihiwalay yung pondo ng SK dito. Kasi may 10% SK dito SK fund. So, hindi po yan inihiwalay. Kaya, titingnan na po nila yan, ano ba yung breakdown ng 10% ng Sangguniang Bayan para sa SK. Yun po titingnan. Kaya ako nakikita, nakukuha ko po yung puntos ni Kagawad sa amin na dapat gano'n. Kaya, ang pag-aralan po talaga natin, ano ba talaga yung tama? Kasi lumalabas dito, may sariling gobyerno yung SK. Diba ba? So, dapat pag-aralan ng gusto. Dapat buo po siya aprobahan, 10% SK fund, doon i-breakdown nila, sasama sa approve ng barangay budget. So, thank you po, Mr. President.
Yun dapat yun ang mag-predict, yung kung ano yung nandoon.
Mr. President, medyo hindi kasi malinaw sa mga mambabatas natin, Mr. President, yung tinatawag na memorandum circular. Baka move to suspend the rule, Mr. President, to give way for the reading of the memorandum circular po para may liwanagan po po. So para maiwasan na po natin ito.
Kaya dapat yun meron na para at least
pabasa na lang po.
Yun ang ating pinakabiblihan niya.
DBM-DILG National Youth Commission Joint Memorandum Circular Number 2019-1 Budget Process po ng SK. Katulad po ng sinabi ni LNP President po, Mr. Presiding Officer, ino-authorize at sabi po ni Consejero Bernardo and Consejero Galan, ino-authorize po yan siya sa annual budget ng barangay. Ang response po ng SK i-appropriate niya po yung binigay na 10% as mandated po dito. Ang tawag po sa kanila ay SK annual or supplemental budget. Parang with the issuance po kasi ng RA number 1742, yung SK, Sangguniang Kabataan Republic Act, ay tuturuan silang magbuo ng kanilang kung paano po ang proseso sa higher governance or government process. Tapos po, sa 3.3.4, budget review ng Sangguniang Bayan na kinakandak, ang Sangguniang Bayan, as the case may be, or Sangguniang Panlungsod, shall within 60 days upon receipt review the annual supplemental budget of the SK on their compliance with the priority programs, projects, and activities identified under Section 20C of RA number 10742 and other existing laws. So, bali po, mag-undergo din po siya ng process ng Sangguniang Barangay Budget. As per joint memorandum circular po. Tapos, ang binigay pong time frame ay 60 days po.
So, ano bang words dun? Annual budget o supplemental budget?
Annual po. SK annual budget.
Okay, so yan. Yan po siya. Hindi na na. Okay. So, wala na. Ibig meron ba? Para mag-merinda na tayo.
Siguro yung gusto lang ma-clarify at makita nung mga Sangguniang Bayan members is yung breakdown nung tungkol doon sa uplift nila para wala nang maraming question kasi nandiyan nakalatag saan ba pumunta yung 50,000, saan pumunta yung 100, mga ganun. Para clear din sa Sangguniang Bayan. Yung siguro yung isa sa mga i-required doon sa budget office. Thank you ba, Mr. President?
Approving of the Sangguniang Kabataan Annual Budget Fiscal Year 2025 of the Barangay Panitian of Suproño Espantola, sponsored by yours truly, Bob, for adoption, Mr. President.
Ito si Bob, once again, no objection, none. Draft resolution number 2025-3 to 5 is approved for adoption. So, we have a recess for 15 minutes para sa snack. Okay. Okay, so resume na tayo. Okay, resume. Yes, kagawad na Jordan,
Good morning po. Mr. President, yung po suspend the rules po para po dito sa first reading po na naka-assign sa amin yung item number 1 and number 2 sa veto message from Municipal Mayor. Yung sa resolution na Mr. President, so for inclusion po.
So, anong pressure na ba din? Di na? Okay. May draft?
Wala po eh. Kasi nga po.
Okay, wala na.
Override po. Sa override.
Override.
Opo.
So, anong problema dito?
Kung okay po sa body na i-override po itong veto, Miraray and Barangay Panitian po.
So, dalawa na yun.
Opo.
Okay. So, okay sa inyo? Okay.
Okay.
Pwede mo?
Bukan.
Okay. Sinong pabor? Taas ang kamay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hindi hindi pabor. 0. So, 10. Ano? 10. Kagawad mo yung Kingston, missing. Makarag siya. So yung isa, okay na yun. Ano na, perfect. 10. Ano na. Ang pabor ay 10. Hindi pabor, 0. Okay? So, gawad.
I move the resolution overriding the veto message from Municipal Mayor, resolution number 2025-318, granting the request of Barangay Ilaray to hold 3 days Pentakasi on March 21 and 22, and granting the request of Barangay Panitian to hold 3 days Pentakasi on March 5, 6, and 7, 2025, and 3 Camp Derby on March 8, 2025, be adopted.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection. None. The 2 override mission is approved for adoption.
Mr. President, para pagpero pa. Mr. President, yung sa ano pa po, yung committee report number, yung request po ng Red Phoenix at yung sampunang po. Draft resolution number 2025-807, granting the request of Mr. Raimundo Dubluban, cockpit manager for endorsement of the event 3 Cup Derby on March 14 and 28, and 4 Cup Derby on March 22, 2025 at Red Phoenix Cockpit Arena. Sponsored by yours truly, whereas Mr. Raimundo Dubdoban, Carpet Manager of Red Phoenix Carpet Arena, sold endorsement for 3-cat derby on March 14 and 28 and 4-cat derby on March 22, 2025 at Red Phoenix Carpet Arena. Whereas cockfighting in the municipality is regulated by the Municipal Ordinance Number 2020-195, which allows franchising to conduct 5 cockfighting events in a month upon application of the subsequent approval of the Sangguniang Bayan. Whereas cockfighting events give additional revenue source for NGO and also contributes in the realization of the intent to preserve and promote cultural practices. Whereas the requested event is deemed compliant to the prevailing local laws, thus earning entitlement to be granted endorsement of the Sangguniang Bayan. Now, therefore, upon the motion of yours truly, duly seconded by Councilor Black, be it resolved as it is hereby resolved to grant the request of Mr. Raimundo Dubdoban, Carpet Manager, for endorsement of the event 3-cat derby on March 14 and 28, 4-cat derby on March 22 at Red Phoenix Carpet Arena. Resolved finally that the copies of this resolution be furnished to the Red Phoenix Carpet Management, Office of the Municipal Mayor, Office of the Municipal Treasurer, Sopronia Espanyol Police Station, the licensing office officer, and all other concerned for their information and reference.
Please, any comment, correction regarding this draft resolution number 2025-327? Wala? Okay, can you vote?
I move resolution number 2025-327 granting the request of Mr. Raimundo Dubdoban, Carpet Manager, for endorsement of the events 3-cat derby on March 14 and 28 and 4-cat derby on March 22, 2025 at Red Phoenix Carpet Arena be adopted.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection. Hearing none. Draft resolution number 2025-327 is approved for adoption. Next. Please proceed.
Draft resolution number 2025-329 granting the request of Barangay Punang to hold 3 days Pentakasi on March 13, 14, 2025, sponsored by yours truly. Whereas, sa presiding private po, parang may in-approve po tayo sa Red Phoenix yung sa March 14. I-adjust po siguro na lang natin itong March ang Punang.
Pero derby naman yun eh.
Ano bilang po kayo yung gano'n?
Fight naman eh.
Sige. Sige po. Whereas Ordinance number 2020-195, which regulates cockfighting events in the municipality, permits of different barangays in interior jurisdiction to hold Pintakasi and derby during their Fiesta and founding anniversary celebrations. Whereas Barangay Punang will celebrate its founding anniversary, and one of the activities is Pintakasi requested for endorsement through Barangay Resolution number 2025. The same for approved during the Barangay Council regular session held on January 20, 2025. Whereas this activity is deemed relevant to generate funds to provide financial support for the other programs and activities. Whereas this august body holds no objection as it adherent to the provision of the local ordinance on barangay entitlements for holding the cockfighting events, thus this ordinance. Now therefore, upon a motion of yours truly, duly seconded by Councilor Black, be it resolved as it is hereby resolved to grant the request of Barangay Punang to hold 3 days Pentakasi on March 12, 13, and 14, 2025. Resolved finally that copies of this resolution be furnished to the Office of the Municipal Mayor, Barangay Council of Punang, Office of the Municipal Treasurer, Sopronia Espanyol Police Station, and all concerned for their information and reference.
Any comment, correction regarding this draft resolution number 2025-329? Wala? Okay, can you vote?
I move draft resolution number 2025-329 granting the request of Barangay Punang to hold 3 days Pentakasi on March 12, 13, and 14, 2025 be adopted.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection. Kaya na. Draft resolution number 2025-329 is approved for adoption. Next. Okay, proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. Yung sa particular decision na. Draft resolution number 2025-330, a resolution endorsing the renewal of application for quarry permit, Mr. Rizal Pisoria for the extraction and disposal of gravel and sand located at Purut Center sa Province Española. Sponsored by yours truly. Whereas, Mr. Rizal requested for endorsement of quarry permit application to extract and dispose gravel and sand from the River of Barangay Pulos Center sa Porno Española. Whereas, the proponent has been operating sand and gravel extraction from the riverbed of Barangay Pulos Center since 2013. Whereas, the proponent is willing to pay corresponding taxes due to the government. Whereas, the Barangay Council of Pulos Center has endorsed the application of Ms. Neresa M. Tesorio for renewal and of quarry permit through Barangay Resolution number 2025-2. Now therefore, upon motion by blank, jury seconded by blank, be it resolved as hereby resolved to endorse the renewal of application for quarry permit of Ms. Neresa Tesorio for the extraction and disposal of gravel and sand located at Sipulog Center, California, Española. Resolved finally, the copies of the resolution be forwarded to all concerned offices, agencies, and institutions for the information, referred, and appropriate action.
May comment regarding this resolution? Yes, Kagawad.
Mr. Presiding, for the record, upos po ako sa resolution at the same reason. Thank you po.
Okay. Meron pa? So, wala na? Okay, can we move?
I move that draft resolution number 2025-330, a resolution endorsing the renewal of application for quarry permit of Ms. Neresa Tesorio for the extraction of and disposal of gravel and sand located at Pulos Center sa Porno Española be adopted.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection? Kaya na. The draft resolution number 2025-330 is approved for adoption.
Sige ko naman, Mr. Presiding, yung number 7, yung para sa iraray, kasi kailangan na po talaga ng mga barangay po ito, narinig na nakaraan, di ba po? Number 7.
Committee report number 7.
First reading.
First reading po.
So, anong principle ng body dito? Okay lang? Okay lang?
Oo, insert naman. Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding.
Okay. Second motion.
Second motion.
Okay. First before, second objection, then none. Submission is approved for adoption.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Yes, Kagawad.
Okay, Mr. Presiding, I move to skip the rules for Mr. Presiding to give way for the position of this letter B, letter A. Mr. Presiding, number 6, item number 6. The communication from Mayor Abner Rabel, sorry.
Number?
Samoa po, number 6. Dahil tungkol sa DSWD sa X, kailangan na raw po kasi nila. Wala po kasing session, kaya hindi natin na-action na Mr. Presiding. Dalawang beses.
Number 6, letter B?
Yes po, letter B, letter A. A and B.
So, anong pressure na pa di? Okay lang?
Para sa tao kaya naman. SWD. Medical law.
Okay. So, Kagawad?
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. I move a resolution authorizing Honorable Mayor Abner Rafael Tesorio to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Social Welfare Development, DSWD, for the implementation of the revised guidelines regarding assistance to individual in a crisis situation in the municipality of Porno Española. Be adopted.
Anong number ito? Dalawa na yun, kagad?
Move that the resolution listing the Honorable Abner Rafael Tesorio to the authority to enter into MOA with the DSWD for the implementation of the technical assistance and resource augmentation para program in the local government unit. Be adopted.
Okay, has been moved and seconded. No objection?
Yes, Mr. Presiding. Thank you so much.
Draft resolution number 2025-331 and draft resolution 2025-332 is approved for adoption. Wala na.
Saka itong nakarepero, Mr. Presiding, sa akin, yung proposed adoption of the rules and regulation to grant medical allowance to civilian government personnel provided in Budget Circular number 24-6, the Department of Budget, DBM authored by Councilor Diosdado A. Tingson.
Anong number?
Number 9, Mr. President. Yes po, allowance. Medical allowance to the civilian government personnel. I move that the proposed communication allowance.
Anong number yun, ma'am?
The medical
Mr. Presiding,
authored by
Mr. Presiding, yung pag-approval po ng resolution, ang author o co-author po ang magbabasa po niya.
Ay, Mr.
Kasi
President.
kung mag-motion yung doon pa lang sa sa committee chairman, hindi po yun applicable.
Mr. President.
So may co-author siya narinig ko kanina. Kung sinong co-author, may mga author po. Thank you po, Mr. Presiding. Yun ang pagkakaalam ko.
Mr. Presiding, kaya naman ako nagano, Mr. Presiding, kasi pinayagan na ako ni
Mr. Presiding, doon kasi nasa nabasa ang author kasama si Kagawad Alsani, kasama si ano po lang.
Sinasabi ko nga po sa kanya, Mr. Presiding, siya na po ang magbasa. Eh, sabi niya, ikaw na. Kaya ako, binasa ko.
Diyan naman si Kagawad Alsani.
Yung process po tayo, Mr. Presiding.
Kaya nga po siya, inutos niya kasi, Mr. Presiding. Eh, siya po ang nakalagay rito.
Umahad lang yung author.
Pasensya lang, Mr. Presiding. Kasi tunuturo niya sa akin.
May present. Kagawad.
Draft resolution number 2025-25 approving for adoption the rules and regulation for the grants of medical assistance of civilian government personnel provided in budget circular number 2024-6 of the Department of Budget and Management, authored by Honorable Arnold Yorsoli, Honorable Diosdado Tingson, Honorable Alsani K. Bernardo, and Honorable Jonathan Chua. Whereas, by the Board of Executive Order number 64 series of 2024, the President had authorized the increase on the remuneration of civilian employees in the granting of medical allowance not to exceed 7,000 pesos subject to further guidelines and conditions to be set by the DBM. Whereas DBM released budget circular number 2024-6 dated December 12, 2024, defining the conditions and the guidelines for the release of medical allowance intended as subsidy for the employees to avail HMC, the type of product benefits that shall be categorized under the standard allowance and benefits component of the total compensation framework. Whereas provided in the subject circular that medical allowance for LGU official and employees shall be determined by their respective sangguniang dependent on their financial capability at a uniform rate not to exceed the limit set thus necessitating this adoption. Wherefore, upon motion of your story, duly seconded by Kagawad Jonathan Chua, Kagawad Alsani K. Bernardo, and Kagawad Dios Tingson, resolved as it is hereby resolved to approve the adoption, the rules and regulation for the grant of medical allowance to civilian government personnel provided in budget circular number 2024-6 of the Department of Budget and Management and relative thereto enact the ordinance hereunder. Municipal Ordinance number 2025 thus blank allowing the granting of medical allowance among the municipal government employee adherent to budget circular number 2024-6 issued by the Department of Budget and Management, DBM, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. Be it enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan that Section 1, grant a medical allowance of uniform amount that not to exceed 7,000 pesos shall be given annually among permanent employee of the LGU subject to its financial capability in PS limitation. Section 2, use of the granted medical allowance that shall be utilized in availing its MO thus
type product either by group or individually, whichever is prepared by the employees as stipulated in the circular. The HMO is further directed to assist in identifying appropriate HMOs that would allow employees to maximize the grant or enjoy maximum health services benefits out of it. Section 3, adoption, rules and regulations set forth by the DBM stipulated in the herein cited budget circular are hereby adopted for the implementation in the LGU. Subject implementation shall from an integral parts of this ordinance, supplementary guidelines applicable to the local setting of the LGU may be formulated by the HMO, FSNO, LFC, and SEMIA through the President to ensure prudent utilization of the grant and the government fund. Section 4, separability clause. If for any reason, any parts of provision for this ordinance shall be held unconstitutional or invalid, other part thereof which are not affected, thereby shall continue to be in full force and effect. Section 5, effectibility clause. This ordinance shall take effect retroactively beginning January 1, 2025, upon signing of the local chief executive in compliance to the posting requirements mandated in the local government code, so enacted.
So, matanong mo, dito yung diwala yung 10,000 every year?
7,000 na ito, Mr. President.
Plus 10, gano'n?
Wala pong sinabi dito, Mr. President.
Ano yung 10 na yun? Yung mag-prevail ang 7 sa 10. Ngayon, 10,000, diba? Every year? Okay? So, anong pressure na ba rin? Nasa ano eh? Memo. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. Move draft resolution number 2025-333, approving for adoption the rules and regulation for the grant of medical allowance to civilian government personnel provided in budget circular number 2024-6 of the Department of Budget and Management, DBM, and also I move the municipal ordinance number 2000-25-308, allowing the granting of medical allowance among the municipal government employees adherent to budget circular number 2024-6 issued by the Department of Budget and Management, DBM, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. To be adopted, Mr. President.
Has been moved and seconded. No objection? Kaya na. Draft resolution number 2025-3333 is approved for adoption. Meron pa?
Thank you. Meron pa, Mr. Presiding, yung sa committee report na recommended for this particular session, yung resolution endorsing the preventive maintenance of the secondary road.
Okay, feeling ka niya.
Draft resolution number 2025-334. A resolution endorsing the preventive maintenance project of Department of Public Works in highway, secondary roads in Southern Palawan, coursing through the municipality of Socorro Española, sponsored by yours truly, whereas the local government, local chief executive communicated a request for endorsement of the project of the Department of Public Works Department of Public Works and Highway in the letter dated February 3, 2025, whereas subject DIA as compelled by the requested assistance of DPWH Region Nav Director Gerald A. Pakanan, Season 3, subsequent to the pre-program preventive maintenance of secondary South Road in Puerto Princesa. Whereas road included in preventive maintenance of secondary road Puerto Princesa, South where road K128 to K133 plus 705 in Puerto Princesa South Road K140 plus 245 to K142 plus 497. Whereas the August body has no objection in support
The proposed project, since these are already included in the National Expenditure Program 2025. Now, therefore, upon motion of yours truly, duly seconded by Councilor Blanc, be it resolved as it is hereby resolved to endorse the preventive maintenance project of Department of Public Works in highways, DPWH, secondary road in Southern Palawan, coursing through the municipalities of Sopronio Española. Resolved finally that the copies of this resolution to forward to the Office of the Municipal Mayor to Mr. Gerald E. Pacanan, CSO3, Regional Director, DPWH, to the Office of the FPDC, and to all other concerned for their information, reference, and appropriate action.
Okay, may comment? Correction regarding this draft resolution number 2025 last week report. Wala, okay, kaya mo.
So, I move a resolution number 2025-334, a resolution endorsing the preventive maintenance project of Department of Public Works and Highway, secondary road in Southern Palawan, coursing through the municipality of Sopronio Española, to be approved.
It has been moved and seconded. No objection. Okay na. Draft resolution number 2025-334 is approved for adoption. Yes,
Suspension itong item number 4 sa proceeding yung sa dagdag load natin ito sa mga official and employees natin. Balikunti lang naman maging 5,200 per quarter natin maging 6,000 yata, 2,000 per month. Sa load, i-adapt lang natin yung special guidelines ng communication expenses.
2,000 per
month.
Per month.
Dati 5,200 per quarter yata tayo.
Okay, so ano Professor Romadi? Okay lang? Okay.
I move an ordinance directing adherence to the guidelines of the payment of communication expenses of a certain personnel in the local government of Sopronio Española be approved.
Okay, kasi mo by seconded. Objection? Then na. Draft resolution number 2025-334 is approved for adoption. Pwede mabilis, ano? Wala ba? Wala na?
Wala na.
Okay, dako na tayo sa ano. Yung kayo na reading? None? Ano side business? None? Ano spend reminders? Secretary, pero ano? Okay, so ibibigay sa inyo yung mga pending measures, ano? Na nakakaatang sa inyong committee. Okay, so meron pa? Wala na? Sino mag-move for adjournment? Please, Kagawan.
I move to adjourn our regular session.
Because you move by seconded, no objection. Being none, our regular session for today shall be adjourned.